Stadium. So, and we have the stadium here, and of course we have our special guest here, Jay Taylor,
Hello.
who's still joining us from the UK, Orlando City. If you want to actually provide your thoughts of tonight's wild 3-2 victory over Toronto FC.
I shouldn't be surprised, but I am a little bit, because it's just every week it's just getting more and more unbelievable, the scenes here. I spoke to Adrian Heath after and Kyle Larin. They both said it's not due to fatigue. It's just astonishing. 3 goals after the 86-minute mark. You can't write scripts like these. And of course, Kaká, it had to be in the 100th minute with the penalty kick.
You know, draw after draw. It has to get frustrating for the players at one point, because, you know, draws don't really get the job done at the end of the day. You know, a victory. You know, obviously the cliche goes, goals win games, but not always at all times. You know, it's a collective effort, and that's what we saw. Just to give you a quick recap of how it all started, the Lions took the early lead within the first 5 minutes when Kevin Molino, with a clear-cut laser pass to Kyle Larin, scored the opener. But obviously Toronto FC were able to level the scoring, and then Orlando City took the lead again until Toronto again equalized again late in the game. And it seems to be the thing here in Orlando. I mean, what's your? I mean, you leave to the UK on Thursday. I mean, what's your take when you go back to the UK?
That's a tough question to answer, to be honest. But there's 2 different types of draws in football or soccer over here. There's draws where you feel lucky, like you've gained a point, and there's draws when you feel like you've lost 2 points. It looked like it was going towards another draw tonight, and a disappointment like that. But no, the fans were labelling this a bit of a must-win match tonight, because 3 consecutive draws. Playoffs are still in and around it, but needed 3 points, and it took 100 minutes, but we finally got there with the penalty kick at the end for Kaká, who again, what a joy it is to see him play live and to see him back on the pitch tonight.
And the mood around the locker room today when asked Joe Bendick and Kaká about Toronto scoring late and then Kaká scoring the penalty. Mind you, when Kaká scored the penalty, it hit off the top crossbar for a minute, and it seemed like it wasn't going to go in, but it went in. But
even he said just there, he said that he wasn't sure where it was going to go, because he hit it so hard and so true. He wasn't sure whether it was going to go over, but it hit the underside of the bar and nestled into the back of the net and sent the fans wild.
But the phrase that surfaced around the locker room was, you know, not again, you know, quote unquote, not again, because it seemed like it was going to be. It was shaping up to be another Orlando City draw, another game where it's pretty loud here, isn't it?
It's pretty loud, yeah.
Last week, you know, last week's game was more of a united game after the tragedy that occurred here.
Yeah.
But today, it's you know, it seemed like it was back to business, and when we talk about back to business, it definitely favored Orlando City.
Absolutely. The first 20 minutes we were electric. Kevin Molino was hungry, determined. Kaká was flourishing as ever, back in action. We could have got 2 or 3 to really put distance between the 2 teams, but like I said, we only got the 1 goal. And they say 2 goals isn't a comfortable lead, and 1 goal certainly isn't enough. Like I said, we got there in the end. It still feels somewhat surreal at the minute. It hasn't quite sunk in what's happened, but as in all MLS matches, a lot seems to happen. Chances galore and incidents galore.
And just going a little forward for just a brief moment, you know, Orlando City are back in action on Wednesday for a U.S. Open Cup game when they host Fort Lauderdale Strikers here at Camping World Stadium. I quickly asked Adrian Heath after his post-game press conference that if obviously he was going for those 3 points tonight, but how much of Wednesday's match was in his mind, and
I doubt it at all.
And he pretty much said that, you know, he added that, but he said that the players that did not play today will definitely see the action on Wednesday.
Yeah. It's a good opportunity for the likes of Rivas, the likes of Luke Bowden perhaps, and Carrasco to prove that they're worthy of a starting place in the team in a league match.
And if there's one player that definitely received a lot of praise today was a 19-year-old center back Tommy Redding.
Well, he said it was the sky's the limit for Tommy Redding.
Well, he also said he's one of the best 1v1 defenders in the league.
And just 19 years of age. It's
and it seems like you know obviously winning creates confidence, but when you're a player holding down players like Sebastian Giovinco, Didier Drogba, Ignacio Piatti, big name players that get paid a lot of money to make the difference. When you have a player like Tommy Redding holding them down, shutting them down for a majority of the game, it creates definitely a lot of confidence. I mean, for him, and it definitely draws a lot of praise from his teammates. Joe Bendick also, alluded that, Tommy Redding is the future of Orlando City when it comes to the back line, and
absolutely. It must be somewhat daunting to. It's coming up against a fantastic player who's had a illustrious career in Sebastian Giovinco, who could have been at the European Championships with Italy right now.
Yeah.
But like I said, Giovinco, he had a couple of glimpses, should we say?
Yeah.
But he assisted the first goal. But yeah, fantastic from Reading. You can't get any more praise from here. He's saying the sky's the limit for the young defender.
And obviously, City Weekend, we like to call it, is still in full effect. Obviously, the Pride won on Thursday. Orlando City won tonight. The Orlando Pride are back in action tomorrow night at 5 p.m. against the Portland Thorns. There's definitely an OCB. Orlando City B's in action. They're at FC Montreal tomorrow as well. So
many matches.
So many actions. Obviously, there's a lot of soccer going on with Copa America, the Euros. So it's definitely going to be a busy weekend for us. A busy week because you have the Open Cup game on Wednesday. So
we love it, don't we? We love it. I love it anyway. I'm not leaving.
So obviously we're going to just end this just shortly. But if obviously the video's still here for you guys to see for those that didn't tune in live. So we'll end this with what are your thoughts in the game? With 3-2, was it a wild one? Were you here actually? Were you actually here at Camping World Stadium tonight viewing the game? And if you can pretty much provide us with your thoughts, we'd like to hear from you guys as well.
I also want to know the same question I asked to Adrian and to Kyle. Why do you think this late drama keeps happening week in, week out? What is the reason for it? Because like I keep saying, it's not a coincidence when it happens.
Frequently a lot. So it's week in, week out. So
I don't know if it's lack of concentration or perhaps the tired legs making it more of an open affair. I'm not sure.
Well, we'll definitely see. The cliche goes here. Winning creates confidence. So if they can definitely build on that heading forward,
we haven't been losing matches, so we can't forget that we haven't been losing. That's a key factor to point out. We've been drawing a lot, but they aren't losses at the end of the day. So we need to stay positive. I know some of the fans, Orlando City fans, like to express their views and opinions in a certain manner. But I think we should praise the lads tonight. Whether it scored like I said the other night, whether it scored in the first minute or the 100th minute.
Yeah.
We won 3 points and we leapfrog Toronto now.
There you go. So we have Jay Taylor here, and of course me, Mike Gramajo, reporting live from Camping World Stadium. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our Facebook Live feed. We'll definitely continue this show going forward.
I hope you enjoyed the Whitney Houston sing along.
Now, guys, you have a great night, and we'll see you guys later. Have a good one.